Watch your back when you're close. You think I'm scared, huh?
You?
Yes, I do.
Addicted to coffee.
Just the inside conversation.
No, just coffee drinking now.
Oh my goodness.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
Greetings and salutations, Wikimaniacs, and welcome back to Reddit on Wiki. Again, it must be Mondays, because I am your host today. It is I, the Punny Pinoy John. With me, as usual, are my amazing co-hosts. Give it up for Josh and Sean. What's up, boys?
Hi.
Take your shirt off, Josh.
Oh,
Take it off.
No. No, it's cold down here. I'm in the basement.
Oh, even better.
Oh, God.
Speaking of, I got my first two objectifying comments. You'll love to see it.
Did you? Okay.
Yes.
I'll give them a shout out on my next one.
Okay. John got one too, so I'll read that in the YouTube comments section.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Actually, I did see that. My wife pointed it out to me, and she's like, who the But you can read it again, because she listens to the episodes too.
Listener, if you commented that one, you better start running.
She's well connected. So today's stories. First up, we got a couple of stories from r/Am I Wrong subreddit, where a user asks if they're wrong for asking their girlfriend not to cheat. So, yeah. And we're sticking to that same subreddit. We have a user who resents their wife for not being able to contribute. So I gotta sneak in one of those terrible ones. At least once an episode. Just one. Just
Appreciate
for
you.
Sean's mental health.
Truly, when I signed up for this podcast, it was all joy.
All this funding is going for your
Yeah, for my fucking therapy.
yeah, so that you can hang on. So that you can
Get therapy. There it is, baby.
Oh yeah, John, while you were away, I put in a stinger that is John saying Sean saying get therapy.
Nice.
You heard it first. Josh can't distinguish between John and I because we're both Filipino.
That's
And
not
a
it.
race-
Racist
Our
white
name not-
man.
Our name rhymes. We're both brown. We're both from Texas.
We had someone comment on our, I think it was YouTube, that was like, just wanted to say all your names sound very similar. Thank you. That wasn't the quote, but it was something along those lines. So I thought that was funny.
Oh, after that, we hop over to r/True Off My Chest, where a user found out that their boyfriend of 2 years is married with children.
Oh my
Spicy.
God.
Fuck.
Then we go to r/Relationship Advice, where a user is in a compromising situation with her mother and her dad's new fiance. So that's going to be interesting too. And since y'all love long episodes, my lovely Wikimaniacs, we have a user sent disaster date story from Corey titled UFC is for gay guys.
Oh,
so that's
no.
catchy.
I love the UFC.
I hope that's not our
Catchy title.
listener.
Yeah.
But I do love a good disaster date story, so
Yes.
I'm in on this one. Santa's
I'm
gonna
excited.
be pissed. Santa's gonna be pissed that she missed this episode.
We then capped the episode with a This Day in History for July 25, which I don't know if the script is up yet, but I'm sure our amazing writer, Alex Underbaki, will have a banger story written out for us.
Hell yeah.
We do be recording way too early, so we don't give
do
her enough
be.
time. Shout out to Alex. But before we get to our stories for today, if you would like to submit your own story, like what Corey is about to give us later, head on over to our email at redditonwikipod@gmail.com or follow us on all our socials. You can find all our links on our show notes. If you want to support us, feel free to tell your friends, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you want to see our handsome faces, Josh has been compared to Chris Evans, and Sean has a very objectifiable face.
I thought you were gonna say, and Sean thinks he's Chris Hemsworth.
There's one.
No,
there's
so
one
somebody
bit later.
said it. Somebody
I got
said,
you, Sean.
I'm
I
a-
got you, bro.
Thank
I got you.
Thank you.
Consider heading on over to our YouTube channel where you can see us and our beautiful smiles, and hit that subscribe button and tell your friends all about us. And if you want to support us financially, boys, I'm about to do my Patreon rap right now.
Oh.
You can support us financially by heading on over to Patreon, and you can use our show notes for the links.
Bulbasaur, Venusaur, Ivysaur.
Yeah.
I did it backwards. Shit, I already. Damn it.
So shout out to our amazing patrons: Vina, Lindsay, Gabby, Aaron, Taru, Alex, Valentina, Michael, Yulia, Katie, Blue Raina, Christina, Dan, Phantom Fox, Susan, Free Gnome, Sarah, Marianne, Miss Doolittle, Jasmine, Alexis, Michelle, Danielle, Crystal, and our brand new patrons: Jen, Naya, Lena, Erica 689, Diana D, and Diana N. Thank you
Holy.
for your contribution. I did that in one breath, guys, so my
That
cardio
was-
must not be too bad.
Very impressive. I want everyone to know I did not edit that. That
Nope.
was
That was
just
on me.
beautifully spoken. Mine are never that way. I have to edit myself to sound that way. So
You mispronounce all the names wrong all the time. Again, thank you for supporting us. All your contribution helps our show running, as well as supporting all the other shows on our Cultivate network. And before I pass it over to Josh for some YouTube comments, we do have a statement from one of our day ones, Gratchi. I don't know if you guys remember Gratchi. She used to count the Nazi counter for us back in the day.
God.
Yeah, back in the
Wikimaniacs,
day.
if you're new to this,
we used to mention Nazis in every episode somewhere because we talked about history a lot.
back in the day.
The connections to Nazis is
Alarming.
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 Is the right word. Yeah.
And we dunk on them so many times. And I think there was a streak going, I want to say like 15 to 20 episodes, right?
was a
Something
lot.
like that.
It was 20
Yeah.
plus. It was
Yeah.
20 plus. I want to
Yeah.
say 23, 24.
And our amazing listener, Gratchi, who's been a day one for us, actually posted something on Twitter. And Sean, you're going to be very happy for this.
Spitting facts. I saw it.
But the
Oh, you
first
better
one,
believe I saw it.
the first one, Gratchi put, I'm back to listening to Reddit on Wiki. Wish they hadn't forgotten about me. I'm the OG Uncle John stan. Fight me.
Hey.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that
She
is
was a
true.
stand on your old show too, right?
The Dumbfound Dead, which I don't really talk about. So please don't listen to that show ever, please. Don't listen.
Now listen to it.
And Gratchi always happens to show some love. Not to Josh, sorry, but to Sean as
that's
well,
okay.
because we're Filipino, so we get the love. You're white.
know
Josh
but you
gets
bring it.
enough.
The white people get enough love. It's okay.
Oh.
You don't have to apologize.
Gratchi put, Sean looks like Filipino Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Please read it next time.
Now,
yeah.
John, is that with or without the potato quality?
You saw me in real life. You'd know. You'd know.
Yeah, he's a handsome motherfucker. I tell you that.
True.
That boy,
You-
handsome.
To be fair,
10.
if there was someone who was, could lift Thor's hammer because he was righteous enough, it would be Sean, I think.
It would be. Good egg. Our
That's
good egg, Sean.
a lot of, I don't know.
Just that answer alone, it just confirms it.
So fucking worthy, bro.
I feel like I made bad jokes. I don't know if that's.
Hey, that's okay.
Compared to me and John, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're much worse than you, my guy.
Yeah.
I guess. I'll humbly accept Mjolnir.
Josh, before we get started to our episode with our episode this week, you have any comments on TikTok, YouTube, or Discord, or reviews that stood out to you that you want to?
Oh man, we did get a ton of reviews, and I do want
Yes,
to
we
read
did.
those sometime. So maybe on next Monday's one or next
Yeah.
Friday's one, we'll do that. So if you have written a review, we have not forgotten about you. We've read them; they are amazing. We appreciate you.
I posted them on Twitter and Instagram stories, so you might have seen them.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to stick with YouTube for today. So first, I want to give a huge shout out to Jeffster on YouTube who donated $50. Now that's 50 Canadian dollars. So I don't know.
Oh,
what
so
that
$1.
is.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah.
So we do.
I don't know what the conversion rate is, but
just kidding.
I'm
We
rich. You
thank
guys are still poor. It's okay.
We really need to move to Ottawa.
Give us that healthcare, please.
So thank you so much, Jeffster. We really
Thank
appreciate
you
it
so much. We appreciate it.
To be honest, before this, I did not even realize we could get tips on YouTube. So
Not gonna lie, I thought it was a scam at first. So
yeah,
like,
John's like, is this? is this a scam? And I looked and I was like, no, that's legit. So
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Wikimaniacs, feel free to follow by their example. You know, like we said, that's only $1 USD. My laptop is really bad, so we need a lot of those. Keep doing that.
a cup of coffee for you Americans is a year's supply of food for us Canadians. The next comment I wanted to get to. So this is the first episode we introduced Ringo. So confirmed
Podcast.
Ringo is a girl. We found out
So
that.
pretty. So beautiful.
Yeah. So anyway, Darlene commented, if Ringo isn't in every single pod from now on, we riot at dawn.
All right, $25 tier, weekly photos of Ringo.
I have a ton.
We're gonna whore out
Exactly.
all our pets.
We're gonna-
we have
yeah.
cute ones.
I said I wouldn't whore out my kitten, but I immediately did. So she's just so cute. I have to share her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Another one about Ringo. So Scarlet Fang said, came to the YouTube channel after listening to the podcast last night on Spotify, just so I could see the kitten. So if anything, we're getting more YouTube views from the kitten.
Now we can throw that behind the paywall. We've got him.
Yeah, we got him.
$25. I'll send you pussy pics.
Oh, God.
No. John is back, but no. No.
So, speaking of apologies, K Strong says, as Ice-T says, I don't call women bitches, I call bitches bitches. And that's in response to Sean calling everything a bitch.
You love to hear it.
We had a lot of people saying that it's okay to call inanimate objects
bitches.
Yeah.
Bitches. Yeah, you call bitches bitches.
Yeah. And the final one I want to touch on, we kind of talked about this a little bit, but I'm scared to read their name out.
Give it
I
to
don't
me.
want
it
your
to me.
wife to attack them, but
she already knows who it is. She was like, I got friends from Google.
oh God.
I was like, damn, chill.
So Jerry says, hi, I hope this isn't too disrespectful because I know he's married, but I think John is honestly so attractive. Like, oh my God. I love
Damn.
all you guys, but I really look forward to John's episode. No wonder he's locked down such an amazing wife.
She is an amazing wife.
There you go. So compliment to both of you.
Mine felt like a joke. Wikimaniacs, I'm going to need more genuine thirst from you guys to be truly satisfied.
Hey, yo, deadass, he's legit jealous, bro.
I am. Why would I not be?
No, I want the Wikimania new bit. Comment
My least favorite bit. Before you even say it, it's my least favorite bit.
Comment Sean looking like the most attractive person you could think of. And
The dirtier the better, please.
what doesn't have to
Okay.
be. Paul Rudd. Sean looks like Paul
I'll
Rudd.
take Paul Rudd. Paul
He's
Rudd's
a handsome
awesome.
guy, too.
He also
That's
hasn't aged in the last like 20 years, which is
true.
ridiculous.
Him and Pharrell, I'm convinced they're vampires in a good way.
Dude,
Fair.
Pharrell.
Handsome dude.
Ridiculous.
For real.
For real.
So I think that's the end of the episode for both of you.
Oh God.
All right, damn, we haven't even started our
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the episode?
All right. We are heading to r/Am I Wrong, where user LinuxGeek1997 posted, Am I wrong for asking my girlfriend not to cheat?
It seems like an Am I the Asshole, but not. I've never heard of this subreddit. So interesting.
I'm stepping into your territory without stepping into your
What the
territory. All right. So my girlfriend confessed to me that she has had a relationship with a coworker and added that last Wednesday she slept with her.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with homosexuality, being trans, or even being bisexual. But at least in my opinion, I thought she and I were going to have a relationship just between the two of us. So when she confessed about the cheating, she told me she doesn't have any regret, and if I loved her, I'd forgive it.
Oh no. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pull the reverse Uno. Go do the same thing and see if she
Yeah.
feels the same way.
Exactly.
I mean, she might be cool with an open relationship.
Maybe.
And then
Maybe.
maybe y'all just didn't define it prior.
Yeah, like if you go into the relationship not expecting it to be polygamous, then that's definitely on your partner for not expressing that beforehand. You did not agree to that. So yeah, not okay.
Yeah. So I asked her if she could choose between that other woman or her. She told me that I'm trying to be controlling. She claimed it's not cheating if there's no penetration.
No, that is not true at all.
So women
What the
can't
fuck?
cheat on their significant other because there's
No
But also,
penetration, apparently.
There's so many other ways. There's like emotional cheating. Like you can cheat by like flirting with someone. Like different people have different levels of what cheating is. So that is like, if that's your definition, that's fine. But that does not have to be your partner's definition.
also people can get off without penetration, my friend. There's a not that I'm an expert, but there
John's
are a
an,
plethora
John's
of
an
ways.
expert.
John knows
He's gotten off without penetration before.
5 times.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So
5 times. We're talking about your hand, not whatever we're
oh yeah,
talking about.
But if you think about that, I mean, that's kind of.
Is
I
it
mean,
cute?
I guess.
Anyways, before this turns to a smut episode. I asked if this meant she wanted to break up, and she told me I'm being over dramatic. Then she proceeded to tell me that we're not breaking up. And I asked then what about the other lady? She told me that she's allowed to still do things with her if she so pleases. And hear this out. And I'm being abusive if I say no.
I think you're broken up, bro.
What the fuck?
I don't think she could tell you that you're not.
This is the worst case of gaslighting I've ever seen.
It's 101. Gaslighting 101 for
No,
sure.
we're not breaking up. And also, this is not cheating. You're abusing me.
She hit so many reverse Unos in a row, bro.
Oh my
right.
God.
You guys talked about the open relationship a while ago, right?
Yeah.
It gets worse.
Oh God.
I asked if it meant she wanted an open relationship, to which she kicked my groin and told me that I'm being a pig.
No. This
Get
bitch.
out. That's
Oh
abuse.
my God.
What?
Oh,
Absolutely leave. This person
This person is insane.
is abusive as fuck. There's nothing wrong with people who want to be in polygamous relationships. I'm absolutely not claiming that. But this is abusive. First of all, like gaslighting, and then physically assaulting you.
abuse, yeah.
And then just it seems like emotional abuse, like degrading you, saying like, no, you can't feel like this is cheating. You can't feel upset about this. Like, you have to be okay with this. Like, that is abuse and gaslighting 101, as John said. Like, that is not okay. Get out of that relationship immediately.
All right, I'm gonna finish the rest. It's only like a paragraph left, and then I'll let y'all like unload. So I tried asking some friends and family, but they mostly said that I'm letting her whip me, and my own mother told me to grow up and be a man. My guy is just getting
Damn.
thrown all over the place. So I don't want to lose her because our relationship was the greatest thing to happen to me.
Oh, fam.
She used to be really nice towards me until recently. She said if I break up with her, she'd let everyone know how much of an abuser I am.
What the fuck?
I don't know why, but when I asked it on Quora, I had people write insults towards me like wimp, dumb, coward, and some inappropriate words as well. I'm not sure what to do, and I'm just sad because I love her. Please let me know what I should do. Thank you, and stay safe.
Dude got it
He's
from
getting
like
dunked by everybody.
yeah,
bro.
Jesus. I am
Jesus,
so sorry, man.
I
Like,
feel for you, bro.
yeah, no, your relationship could have been good at one point, but it's not anymore. And that happens in relationships. Like, and it's okay to move on. Honestly, if she calls you an abuser, I don't know, record her saying that she's going to call you that. I don't know what you want to do, but
Pull a Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation
Dude,
on
yeah.
this?
Put a video camera up and then just ask her, are you sure you don't want to be in an open relationship?
Yeah.
And then bam, you got
Nut
video
kick.
of her kicking you in the nuts.
yeah, again. Yeah, no, dude, I'd get out of this. I don't think it matters what she calls you. Just get out of there. That is very toxic and not good for your mental health. For everyone calling you a wimp, fuck those people. Holy
those
shit.
people,
Those
exactly.
people.
Domestic abuse is a serious thing, and it is
It
a
goes
very
both ways.
It goes both ways.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And like when you're in that situation, it is hard to get out of, and you feel like you can't and you're stuck sometimes. But for people to call you weak and stuff, it's just, it disregards like so many like aspects of relationships. These people have never been in relationships probably. But yeah, just, you got to get out of there, and then you'll find someone much better. I promise. Like, this person is controlling, abusive, and gaslighting and manipulative, and all of the red flags, So get out of there for sure.
Sean, any thoughts?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree completely. You got to get out. Don't let the good parts of the relationship overshadow that she wants an open relationship, but one-sided.
Yup.
Yeah.
And even the idea of you warranted a kick in the nuts, in her opinion.
Gaslight her back. Just never show back up at your apartment, move all your stuff out in the middle of the night, and then just, if she comes up to you, just be like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And then just gaslight her until you were never a relationship. Reverse Uno.
Jesus.
That's an insane story.
Yeah.
Truly insane.
Yeah.
So
just-
you want to continue to sleep with somebody else. So you want to open relationship. Bah, bro, what?
Yeah.
That
At that
you
point,
gotta leave.
yeah.
man.
At that point, it's a control thing. It's not a
Oh yeah.
a polygamous relationship. It's a
Very controlling.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Cool.
That's crazy.
All
No,
right.
it's not
moving
awesome
on.
or cool, John.
Shut up before I kick you in the nuts too, bro.
Damn it. Can your leg reach that high?
Bitch. You know what? Yeah. You might be right. All right. So the next story is pretty lengthy. So I'm going to try to finish it first. And then
Okay.
it does get pretty bad. So I want y'all to brace yourself. All right.
Oh.
You might want to get your therapy button ready.
Oh.
So we're still here at the r/am I wrong, and this was posted by user resentful throwaway 24. The title: I, 35 male, resent my wife, 35 female, for not being able to contribute. Am I wrong to feel this way?
Okay.
I'm gonna go off the bat and say
He's wrong to feel that way?
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know what the context is, so we'll see.
right.
I already forget which stories you introduced at the beginning, so.
Again, it's going to be lengthy, so I apologize for the length of my post. I needed to get off my chest how I'm feeling as I don't have anyone else to tell. Background: we've been together since we were 18 and so have been together 17 years. We have 2 boys, age 4, and have been married 7 years. I'll preface the post by saying our relationship isn't perfect, but we do get along and pretty much never fight. We both went to uni. I did pre-med and then medicine, and she did law. She never found anything in law and instead continued working admin jobs, and due to the moving around with med school, decided to put looking for law jobs on hold for a family, which is when the boys happened. I work full-time as a new doctor. She really struggled with the kids, so I put them in daycare to give her a break. To be fair, our kids are difficult to deal with, having an enormous amount of energy, and she's always tired. Since the kids, she's had ongoing health issues. She suffers from undiagnosed abdominal pain, sleep apnea, and intermittent but recurrent ear problems. She's always tired, and this has contributed to a significant amount of weight gain. And in context,
Oh.
put married, she was 65 kilograms. Now she's at 90 kilograms.
Who cares? Who
Yeah,
cares?
who the fuck cares?
Anyway, sorry. I know it's long. Continue.
Despite this, after unsuccessfully trying for jobs for the past 2.5 years, I managed to score her an admin job where I was working, and this improved her mental health a bit as well. She was seeing a psychologist for depression, and the stem of it was always her feeling like a failure due to not finding a job and wasting her life. The year had been particularly rough on us. For her, she's had escalating pain and now lives on pain meds to get by. She's on the waiting list for surgery for her sleep apnea and pain, but it got delayed 2 days before the date as coronavirus hit. She misses work a lot and can't deal with kids, so they go to a daycare full-time. I do drop-offs and pickups around work, bathe them, and put them in bed. Then I cook dinner and we watch TV while eating and then straight to bed. On weekends, the kids are full on, so most of my attention has to be on them. My wife struggles to help as she's in so much pain and so tired that chasing after kids isn't an option for her. Half the time she has good days and we would share the kid load 50-50. The other half are bad days where she can't do much. She manages to work probably half normal hours, but they take it out of her and she's out the second dinner's finished. I don't feel like I get much of a break. My mom used to take the kids one weekend every 6 weeks or so, but that's gone now due to the virus too. My wife likes to wallow in her situation. I know it can't be easy, but she has a minimal drive to lose weight, which may help her situation. Sex is maybe once a fortnight. I usually sort myself out every few nights as that's too long for me, but I can't bug her with that while she's not feeling well with tiredness and pelvic pain. The worst thing, she's done nothing wrong. She's not mean and we haven't had arguments, etc. I just feel like I'm a single working parent who happens to have a roommate who is occasionally around to help when she can. Am I wrong to resent my wife over this situation? Am I selfish for wanting a partner who could contribute more in their relationship and with parenting? Too long didn't read. I resent my wife for always being sick with no ambition to try to fix herself, which impacts our relationship and her ability to parent our children.
Oh,
We'll say
that's tough. I mean, I don't.
allowed to feel. How
Yeah,
you
you're
wanna
allowed to feel however
for
you
sure.
feel.
Does she have a therapist? Do you have a couples therapist?
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
There's some options here because it does sound like you're doing a lot and you're being respectful by letting her get rest and stuff.
The weight comment was unnecessary, probably.
Weight is unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant to this whole story unless that's what she's massively depressed about. But it seems like it's the not having a job and being sick all the time.
Yeah.
Weight's kind of irrelevant to me. You mentioned it twice too, which was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
But I don't know. It seems like we say everybody needs therapy.
Yeah. It's tough because like I understand where they're both coming from. Like as someone who has experienced depression, that is hard to get out of. And it sounds like she's been dealing with it for a very long time. And it doesn't get easier to deal with, especially if she's dealing with pain and feeling like she's not living up to their job expectations and family life and stuff like that. So I understand where she is mentally is tough, and getting out of that is tough. But I also understand where he's coming from, where he feels like he's doing everything. And he's given her, like, she does like have good days where she helps, but it seems like he's got a lot of days where he's doing it all himself, which is, it's hard. And man, like, I don't think anyone's in the wrong. I think you got to try and find some sort of solution, whether that's if you can afford a nanny or something like that, which I know not a lot of people can afford. So that's maybe out of the question, but
they seem well off based on, you know, the occupation that they have. So I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, it could be. And I mean, your kids are going to grow up eventually and be fairly self-sustaining. I don't know how old they are now, but
they were 4.
Oh, that's going to be a long time. Then never mind.
They're like 6 now because it was 2 years ago.
So like in 4 to 5 years, they might be a little bit more self-sustaining. But yeah, that is a lot of work, man. I feel bad for your situation, and I don't know, like, you're allowed to feel that way. Absolutely. Yeah. I'd maybe, you know, getting therapy for yourself might be a good idea. If you have the means, like I said, a nanny or someone to help you around the house, like even someone who would clean the house every once in a while.
I was thinking that the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, a manny or like a personal chef.
Yeah.
You know, when I first read the story, I was really thrown off by the title. You know, I was just like, what a douchebag off the bat. But then reading the whole thing and just like seeing how you guys react to it, it's true. Like I feel for both, because the wife can't control her pain. Sickness is sickness. Like, there's not a damn thing you can do about that. And then the husband seems to be being a trooper about it and say, like, you know what, there's still things that needs to be done around the house. And of course, the weight gain is a little out of pocket, in my opinion, as well.
That's the only part that I would say.
But
don't have to mention that.
But you guys both hit it right in the head. It's just like, he's doing what he can to like keep things going. I guess my only advice is that, like, I don't think you hate your wife. I think you hate the situation that you're in. But yeah, it's tough, man. Like, but neither are on the wrong here. Like, I feel like both. I mean, of course, there's going to be work that needs to be done, but like, it's justified why they both feel that way.
Yes.
Or just the husband, I guess, because he's the one who posted it.
Yeah, I'd like to hear Wikimaniacs what they think about like what some of their advice would be to someone like a couple like this. There could be other solutions I'm just not thinking of. So definitely open to hearing some from you guys.
Yeah. So, I mean, I purposely put that in the middle because I know it will put Sean in like a bad place. He looks exhausted right now.
That one, you know, heavy.
Is heavy.
But I think just that one episode you did hit like a perfect combination on everything that I've also personally experienced. So I was like getting fucking knocked out.
Get you like a 2-piece combo with no biscuit, no drink. Okay. All right. So moving on to the next story and next subreddit. We're now hopping over to True Off My Chest, where user throw_away P9767 posted. And we're going back to the spicy one, okay? I found out that my boyfriend of 2 years is married and has kids.
Jesus.
I'm showing myself to his family tomorrow at his church.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I'm in on this. Go.
All right. Throw away because I don't want my followers to see this. I am just so confused right now and need to talk to somebody. I've been seeing this guy, Adam, fake name, 32, for 2 years. He's from another town, but visits me on weekends. I never met his family, friends, or been to his town. I know that he works at the church and he takes pride in that. 3 weeks ago, I found out that he's actually married and has 2 kids. I was devastated and in a state of disbelief. Oh, go ahead.
Why do Christians
I wasn't going to say anything.
do this shit, man?
You
make it so
Catholic,
hard
bro.
to be a Fucking Christian, bro.
So here's my thought process, Sean. There are so many Christians in America, and it's like
They're bound to do
There's
stupid
bound
shit.
to be a couple shitty ones. You know what I mean? Like percentage wise.
Jesus Christ.
So I think it's more of a numbers.
Jesus Christ, indeed.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, indeed. Yeah.
Hallelujah. So I was devastated and in a state of disbelief, but most of all, I was mad, especially after I confirmed this via his wife's social media account. We're still talking and I haven't broke up with him yet. I planned and decided to show myself to his family on Sunday at his church and let them know that he used me and took advantage. I plan on ending it right there and then. I'm currently in his town staying at a hotel. I'm doing this tomorrow and no one knows except myself.
Oh,
he still
no.
texts.
No, we learned from the last girl that
This
did
is
this. Post it afterwards.
stupid.
Post it afterwards.
He's still texting me lies, thinking that I'm stupid or ignorant. I feel terrible, but something's pushing me to do this. Don't know if it's anger or feeling bad for his wife and kids.
Or Jesus Christ.
Or Jesus Christ. I'm not going to lie. I'm worried this might backfire at me, but at this point, I have nothing to lose. I just feel like I need to get my respect and dignity back after being lied to and fooled for 2 years.
Watch you have a twin.
Oh, the plot
twist.
thickens.
Watch you have a twist.
I will say, there's no easy way to do this. I would maybe reach out to the wife first instead of traumatizing their kids. That might be scary.
Yeah, I'd say
I worry for the kids for the most part.
Well, also, I'm worried about you because if you plan on doing this in a public location where he is well known, like I could easily see this turning back against you. You know what I mean? Where people either just don't believe you or like,
Yeah, this lady's crazy.
yeah, something like that, where he could easily turn the crowd against you because it sounds like he's well connected in that church, maybe. So I don't know. I would definitely have done it a bit more private, but you go, girl. Like if this is something you want to do, hell yeah, destroy this dude's
love
life.
Scorned lovers getting their revenge.
Yeah.
I just worry for the innocent other wife and children that did not play a part in this.
Yeah.
Getting like fucking wrecked
Yeah,
in the wake of this.
Because they're innocent in this too, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I would have definitely gone to the wife first and just been like, "Hey, your husband is not faithful. He's not a good Christian right now. I have proof. Here's text messages," and then you're at least breaking it to her in a private way, and she can take that and disclose that with her kids, however she needs to, and deal with that with her husband in a more private manner rather than exposing them to their entire community and potentially ruining the wife's life and the kid's life too.
Yeah. I mostly worry about them. If you could publicly humiliate him without the wife and kids there, fucking
I just don't know if there is a way, right? Because the church probably knows the family. And so any public display of that, they're going to find like it's going to come back on the wife and kids somehow. So it's a good revenge story, but there's better ways to go about it. And I know that's a shitty thing to say, but that's what I'm going to say.
Is there an update? Because this clearly happened.
I didn't see an update. However, there were some comments and it's kind of alarming. Like, I just feel like this person wasn't in like the best like mental health state when they typed this out. So, would rather not share it. It's not like too bad, but
Like
it's
the
just
comments responding for
yeah,
her
she responded to some comments. She just like, it seemed like she was in a really bad mental health.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, and it's fair.
She has absolutely every reason to be pissed off and angry and like lash out. So I feel for her. She didn't choose for this. So
No, blame that fucking unfaithful ass husband.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Fuck
for
that
sure.
guy. Yeah, no, treat her with respect. Just maybe caution her away from doing
You
that.
low-key should just show up at the church, have him see you, and then he knows he's fucked.
Yeah, fuck with his mind.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's even
And then
worse, I
he
think.
tries to talk to you about it, and you'll be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Yeah, go
And then you just
gaslight
like
him.
him. Gaslight, baby.
Ooh, damn, that would have been perfect. All right, I know we're a little short on time, so I'm gonna speed rush the last two episodes or two stories.
Doing 2 more episodes in this
Bam,
episode.
baby, let's go.
Okay. Hey, wife,
right.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I've texted my wife too. I'm like, I'm so sorry, babe. So the next story is from r/relationship advice, posted by user Throw R, a maid of honor. The title is Mother, 41 female, who I, 18 female, cut out of my life because she cheated on my dad, 38 male, called me crying because I'm going to be the maid of honor for his fiance, 29 female.
Wait,
I'm gonna read it without the numbers.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was doing math in my head. It was
Like, how old are these people?
like Zach
Mother-
Galifianakis.
A mother who I cut out of my life because she cheated on my dad called me crying because I'm going to be the maid of honor for his fiance.
Got it.
All right. So about 4 years ago when I was 14, I found out that my mother cheated on my father. I immediately told him, and this basically led to their divorce. Good on you for doing that, by the way. My mother was self-centered and abusive towards my father during their marriage. She also was barely involved in my life as a mother. My father was with me every step I took and was always there for me in my upbringing. Her infidelity basically crossed the line for me. She destroyed whatever was left of us as a family, and I didn't want her in my life anymore. My father was granted full custody by my request in a divorce. I pretty much cut my mother out of my life, and apart from some texting, she isn't involved in my life, and that's how I want it to be. About a year after my parents separated, my father met his current fiance. I was fully supportive of this relationship because it was great to see my father happy with someone who cared just as much about him as he does about her. For the past 3 years, my dad's fiance pretty much grew to be my best friend. She has been involved, supportive, and helped me so much from the start. She has been able to support me in different ways than my father that have helped me greatly. She has definitely been my female role model in my life, and I can say that I have true love for her.
Awesome.
She and my father are having their wedding this summer. She asked me to be her maid of honor, and I love it. But out of nowhere, my mother found out about this. Dun dun dun. So I still have a low contact with my mother, but we do text a bit. I did not tell her anything about this, but somehow she found out. She called me crying, saying that it would break her heart if I were to be the maid of honor at their wedding. She went on a rant that she will always remain my mother and that nothing is going to change about that. I just told her that I didn't know what to answer. I 100% support my dad's fiance and want to be her maid of honor. I want to make it clear to my mother that she has no say in what I do, but I don't really know how to go about this. How can I make it clear that she has no say in my life without necessarily cutting her off completely?
I say just do it then.
Just tell her. Yeah.
Just tell her, hey, look, I respect you, but I'm fully supportive of my father's wedding. I like his fiance. I want to be supportive of their relationship. So I'm going to fulfill their wishes.
That's exactly what I would say too. There's not much else to say. Like, I think she's probably just gonna be pissed off for the months leading up to the wedding, and then afterwards, she's probably gonna go back to being your
Deadbeat mom.
non-existent mother. So I think it's just a waiting game right now, and this could be wrong. Like, she could still be clinging on afterwards, but you don't owe her anything. So yeah, just keep living, like, enjoy the wedding, and hopefully she stops being jealous afterwards and realize, maybe it hits her that she, lost a really good husband and family. So that's the best case scenario. Worst case is she keeps pestering you and you have to cut her off. But the least you can do is just say, hey, I'm my own person. I can do whatever I want. You don't have to say, do it respectfully. But if she keeps pestering, then I think you have to kind of cut her off if you don't want to deal with that anyway.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the brand new stepmom for stepping in as not only a mother to the OP, but also like a best friend figure. So that's an interesting dynamic, and I hope them the best. Like the dad especially too, because the ex-wife seemed to be manipulative and a cheater. So glad to see that at least their side has happiness while the other one wallows and be sad about her choices.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we're going to end this Reddit section by reading a story that came from our listener, Corey, and it's a disaster date story. So sorry, Sienna. I went full Canadian on you guys right there. Sorry, Sienna, you're not going to be able to be part of this. Josh mentioned that you love hearing disaster date stories. So
yeah. I think that would be a lot of her sangria with Sienna. That would be disaster dates
yes.
from friends or listeners. So
that'd be great. So the title is Disaster Date. UFC is for gay guys.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. So maybe I'm too nitpicky, but I feel like this was a wild ride of a date. My name is Corey, pronouns she/her. I swiped right on a guy whose bio was, quote, if I was a bird, I'd fly into a ceiling fan. It was a morbid, funny joke. I don't know what kind of pickup line that
I
is.
don't even get that one. Like,
He's a dumbass.
Yeah, he's a dumbass. Is that what I don't know.
Yeah. That's just writing, I'm a dumbass, but creative.
It was a morbid, funny joke, but probably my first mistake to swipe on someone with no real bio. We did get along great in messages, and we're going to B-dubs for our first date. Buffalo Wild Wings, for those who don't know.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Oh, okay, perfect. This worked for you
That
then.
makes sense. Nice. Thank you.
Which is
Do they
fine.
have that in Canada?
Yeah, we do. I've never heard it being called that.
Oh,
So
B-dubs. Which is fine with me because the TV's going is a great background noise for the first date jitters. He said we should go for drinks. This point is important for later because he picked B-dubs. I showed up and his profile photos had definitely been from about 15 years ago. There's a certain
Jesus.
There's a certain annoyance I have when someone doesn't seem to be 100% authentic. He mentioned his Jaguar, his car, about 10 times before we went inside for dinner. And after
sick
a 20
flex.
I know, right?
Yeah, I drive a Jag, but we should go to B-dubs for our first date.
Also, I don't know if you mentioned, I could pick you up in my Jag.
But again, we are going to Buffalo Wild Wings.
In my Jag.
It's like Sean saying his name like 30 times in the intro.
It's your boy Sean.
If you didn't know, my name is Sean. It's your boy Sean. He mentioned his Jaguar about 10 times before we went inside for dinner after a 20-minute wait, which is reasonable for a Friday night. We were seated and started chatting. I ordered food with my cocktail, and so did he. He made a comment that he only ordered food because I did to be polite.
What?
Fair enough, but why mention it?
I said drinks, babe.
I assumed he knew we were getting some sort of food because we live in Utah, where it is required to order food in a restaurant if you order alcohol. And again, he picked this restaurant to go for drinks, and he wasn't new to Utah. I said, I figured I'd get dinner here since we are in Utah and have to order food. Laughed it off, and he made this little scoff. It was a small eyebrow raiser for me.
Ooh.
He started talking about hockey, Josh.
Nice. What team?
I don't
This
know.
guy sucks.
There's a team in Utah. I don't know. He started talking about hockey, and I said I didn't really watch hockey, but I did watch football sometimes and UFC. He said he was more into boxing because the UFC is gay.
Oh, like it is 2022. Why are we using that as a slur? Like,
No, I think he thinks it's legitimately gay. Like,
You think so?
Not using gay as like lame, like a slur, but using gay as in like, I think only homosexuals fight in the
Wild.
UFC, which is a wild accusation.
yeah,
So
interesting.
I asked what he meant, and he said, quote, "It's an excuse for gay guys to roll around on the ground and grab each other's dicks."
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking weird.
He's a
Such
weirdo.
internalized like homophobia. Holy shit.
Fucking weirdo.
No disrespect, but this is not out of pocket for most of Utah. Is that where BYU is?
Say it. That's so funny.
Oh, is that bad?
I mean,
No, I think it's hilarious that you're just calling out a whole state.
fuck. We're gonna.
I only know.
To be fair,
Look,
we call out Texas all the time.
You guys
so you
call
know
out
what?
Texas and flame Texas.
Fair game. Fair game.
Okay.
All
I
I'm
think
saying
it's funny.
is that the NBA players have
that's true.
voted Utah as their least favorite place to play because they deal with the most racist fans in Utah. I see that a lot. One of
Yeah.
our former Rockets has a personal feud with Utah. Every time he tweets, he fucking dunks on them. Even if it has nothing to do with them, the last sentence will be a dunk. Not saying the whole state, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Texas, there are good people there. I will just say, outside looking in, it doesn't seem very uncommon for you. Is that where BYU is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zach
So
Wilson.
again,
That's all you
my
need to
God,
say.
BYU TikTok
Yeah.
point kind of closed.
What do you guys think of gay marriage? Well, I don't really have a comment on it.
Yeah, if you have no comment, that's comment
That's
enough.
a comment
my
enough.
friend.
Yeah.
That's
Come
the
on,
comment.
BYU. Holy fuck. Yeah.
That place looks
Sucks.
rough.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Sorry, Utah fans.
Yeah, sorry
No,
to get dunked on.
If you listen to this podcast, you're probably okay, but
You're good.
there's
You're good.
yeah. You probably know.
You
Yeah.
probably agree.
If you know, you know. So I nervously laughed and went with a matter-of-fact reply of, quote, "Pretty sure that's illegal in the UFC." He was dead serious and said, "Nope, they definitely grab each other's dicks." I panicked and said, "There's women UFC fighters too." He immediately perked up and said, "Really?" I'll bet they're
Oh
better.
my God.
Boo.
What a piece of shit.
Boo this
He
man.
said, "Oh, really? I'll bet they're better fighters too because they showed up wearing the same outfit or something. I was in shock to say the least. I should have left the date then. This isn't the end." The waitress brought our food and he asked if I wanted some of his fries. I said no. And he replied with, "You have to want fries. That's what you women do."
Oh my God. This guy, I want this guy to fly into a fan. Holy shit. Maybe knock some sense
No,
into him.
I want him to accidentally step in a UFC
I was
ring.
gonna say, and everyone just
And
takes turns
oops.
beating the
Get
shit
the
out of
shit kicked out of him. Holy.
Oh my God.
I should have done the friend call about an emergency move, but this was my first date in a long time and I was timid and I wanted my wings. Hey, respect. Respect for wanting the wings.
If I'm there for the wings, I'm gonna get my wings.
Yeah, facts. We started talking about our home situation and he mentioned he had 2 roommates, 1 woman and 1 man. He started talking about the man and how he played video games and was depressed he couldn't get a date. My date said, quote, "He's an all right guy, but he doesn't clean. He could at least take out the trash if he's not getting pussy."
Jesus Christ.
This is a guy who probably says like alpha and beta
Yeah, for
and
sure.
some stupid
And
shit. like that.
unironically listens to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's probably
Yeah.
the fucking funniest shit ever. This date was a real roller coaster ride. The waitress brought him another drink when I only asked for another, and he said, "She must know how bad I'm doing." I did not deny that or reassure him because yikes. We wrapped up the date with a box for his food, and he said, "Now I have to take these fries home because you didn't steal them like women normally do."
Oh my God.
There was
dude.
more.
This guy sucks so bad.
There was more, but I can't remember. Should have written it down. Haha. There was no second date. I've since learned to look for a genuine bio. And 2, apparently, we dates out by talking about the UFC. I absolutely love y'all's show, and I'm so glad found y'all through TikTok. Corey.
I forgot this was a listener. Holy shit. So we do have a listener in Utah.
I was like, stop
Oh, that's true. Hey, sorry to dunk on you, but you know,
that's
Corey, I
fucking
think
funny.
you know.
Sorry, Corey.
Yeah, sorry. It makes me sad that he's a hockey fan, but doesn't surprise me. I know a lot of real
Should've
shitty
said,
hockey
like,
fans. So.
Corey should have said, "Hey, hockey guys, do they spend time around grabbing each other pucks and sticks? Like maybe when they fight, because they fight too sometimes, right? It's just
they
an
do.
excuse for them to grab each other by the face and say how handsome you look." Just said something like that.
there was a hockey player. I want to say his name's Brad Marchand. I'll call him out, but he plays for Boston Bruins, and in the playoffs the one year, he just started licking some guy's face.
What?
And they had to put in a rule the next year that
can't
you couldn't lick players' faces because it wasn't in the rules.
That's like Lance Stevenson. He was trying to psych out LeBron James and just blew
Oh, his
softly
ears?
into his ear.
Oh, fucking mind games.
Oh fuck me! That guy is a fucking incel. And
Not Lance Stevenson, the guy from the
the guy from the story. Yes.
Yeah.
That is it for the Reddit portion of this week's episode. Stick around after the ad break and you will be hearing this day in history that happened on July 25. Stick around, Wikimaniacs. This has been a long ride.
Hey, Wikimaniacs. Contrary to popular belief, clean luxury skincare doesn't have to break the bank. Alder New York, a queer and woman-owned independent skincare brand, makes skincare products with dermatologist-approved ingredients and plant-powered actives starting at just $7.99. Their products are designed to work for all skin types, no matter your age, gender, or ethnicity. Loved by editors at Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, GQ, Men's Health, and more, experience the products that Allure calls simple, sleek, and highly effective. Did I mention their cleansing body bar made with 1% glycolic acid and sea kelp won at the Self Healthy Beauty Awards? No? Well, if you want to buy that award-winning cleansing body bar, use our code REDDIT for 15% off your first order at aldernewyork.com. That's right, 15% off your first order at aldernewyork.com with our code REDDIT. Get products that not only look great on your shelves, but look even better on your skin. Thanks, Wikimaniacs. Our friends at MANSCAPED, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there for your man, or you. Sleek, soft, comfortable, and flexible, the brand new Boxers 2.0 from Manscaped take his balls to heaven on earth. Manscaped has the Lawnmower 4.0 for the trimming, so you and him could wear the Boxers 2.0 for the chilling. They even trademarked the jewel pouch, so you know it's serious. I think it's time you invest in your man's family jewels with this exclusive offer. Get 20% off plus free shipping by using our code REDDIT at manscaped.com. Let's say you're on a date and you catch that Manscaped on the waistband of his underwear. Daddy. Must mean they use Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped, the best electric trimmer for below-the-waist grooming. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproofed and also has a 400K LED spotlight in case you need a more precise shave. Beyond ball cleaning, Manscaped is focused on ball comforting with the new Boxers 2.0. Boost confidence everywhere you are, knowing he's wearing the absolute best pack for his sack. These boxers are a game changer with features that include the jewel pouch, a pouch designed to cradle his balls in their own special space lined with perforated performance fabric to keep them well ventilated. Home sweet home for his balls. The micromodal fabric is buttery soft, breathable, and it keeps his cucumber cool. Walk, run, strut. These moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. The tagless waistband hugs his body without digging in, and it lays flat against his skin to reduce chafing. The front fly opening gives easy access and allows for multiple ways for entry and passage for his package. You can even choose from an arrangement of designs, colors, and sizes ranging from small to 3XL for all men out there. From El Jefe to Nighthawk, his balls will be in the right hands. Be proud of his underwear and let him wear the Manscaped waistband with a badge of honor because his balls deserve it. Get 20% off plus free shipping with our code Reddit at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with our code Reddit at manscaped.com. Once the Boxers 2.0 touch his sack, he'll never go back.
Welcome back, Wikimaniacs, to This Day in History, a series where we take you back in time to learn more about what happened on this day throughout history. Today's date, July 25, 2022. And not to shock you, but we're going back to the 1960s once again, specifically the year 1963. So when it comes to psychiatric treatment across the world, there have been many attempts to help those who are in need. Many have racked their own brains to try and provide to those whose minds were perhaps plagued by an invisible illness. So today's feature is the passing of neurologist Ugo Carletti, who would be dubbed as discovering the method of electroconvulsive therapy, or ECT for short, which in some places around the world is still being used as a form of psychiatric treatment. But before we discuss the end, we must discuss the beginning. So Ugo was born on September 26 of 1877 in Veneto, Italy. According to reports, he would go on to study medicine in Rome and Turin, where he would eventually specialize in neurology and neuropsychiatry. Ugo has been described as a very creative man, who seemingly had ideas for just about anything. For example, according to the Psychiatric Times article by Robert Kaplan, Ugo reportedly introduced white uniforms for Alpine troops and even devised advanced artillery missile. He's doing all of this, and I sometimes struggle to make breakfast. What in the hell? And as mentioned, Ugo was dubbed at reportedly discovering electroconvulsive therapy. But before we discuss the history of this moment further, we should probably chat about what electroconvulsive therapy is, or also known as ECT for short. So in a direct quote from the Mayo Clinic, Electroconvulsive therapy, ECT, is a procedure done under general anesthesia, in which small electric currents are passed throughout the brain, intentionally triggering a brief seizure. ECT seems to cause changes in brain chemistry that can quickly reverse symptoms of certain mental health conditions. ECT often works when other treatments are unsuccessful and when the full course of treatment is completed, but it may not work for everybody. Supposedly, the ideas surrounding electricity used as a form of treatment on the nervous system go all the way back to suggestions from the Greeks about 2,000 years ago. And according to the Psychiatric Times article previously mentioned, Ugo was reportedly interested in the electrical provocation of seizures, which had already been used for 60 years. Ugo would have his own electroshock machine, which was built by his associate Lucio Bini with the original intention for research on epilepsy. However, he would in turn be proactive in the treatment of mental disorders such as major depressive disorder, catatonia, severe mania, and several others. Ugo reportedly also used this method of treatment to treat a patient diagnosed schizophrenia who had symptoms of delusions, hallucinations, and confusion. And according to documentation, after a couple rounds of ECT, the patient was able to allegedly return to a normal state of mind, meaning the symptoms were presumably gone. In reference to his Wikipedia page, Ugo developed a theory that ECT caused the brain to produce vitalizing substances, which he called agroagonines, which is from the Greek word for extreme struggle. Ugo and Lucio were reportedly nominated for a Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine for their work on the treatment in the 1930s. However, from our understanding, they did not take the prize home. As mentioned, today's focus is unfortunately on Ugo's passing. He would reportedly pass away in Rome on July 25 of 1963, making him approximately 86 years young. Although he is no longer with us today, many in his field, especially those in Italy, continue to speak life into his name due to his work and contribution to the field. Thank you again to the amazing Alex Underbaki from Mere Distractions podcast for providing us with this story. And now, let's bring our boys back, Josh and Sean. That's it this week, Wikimaniacs. We would love to hear your thoughts. Engage with us on TikTok, YouTube, or if you want to talk to us a little more personally, join our Discord channel and make sure to tell your friends all about us. Sorry again, Utah. Please don't hate us. Don't leave us a bunch of negative stars.
You can hate on me.
Star.
You can single me out.
No.
We're a collective.
If you're a listener in Utah, we love you. We just hope you're not an incel piece of shit. So.
Yeah, because I'm from Texas. I claim Texas. Yeah. And I also claim being Catholic. Both very problematic, but there could be good people that exist in bad places.
Oh, yeah. Any places. There's terrible people that live anywhere. So,
that's true.
Yeah. But when it's a whole state getting a reputation
for being racist, not great.
And I'm sure she has to deal with it on a daily basis. So she probably knows. So I'm sorry.
I mean, their quarterback, Zach Wilson's in the news right now for,
Dude, I'm surprised at how people are like calling him like a dog and stuff. Like he got dog in him and complimenting. I'm like, is this something to be highlighting?
Josh, if you don't know what's going on, this guy is a quarterback for the New York Jets. He slept with his mother's best friend, pretty much.
He cheated on his girlfriend by sleeping with his mother's best friend.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
And people are complimenting him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm like, this seems like
not
good behavior.
Also,
so
why do you care on the outside? Like, that is a personal issue, obviously.
Oh, because she's dating his college roommate who's also in the NFL. So people are like flaming her. So then she was like, well, I broke up with him because he slept with his mom's best friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then everybody was like, Zach Wilson is a god. And I'm like, why?
Jesus.
Why?
All right, before we get into that, let's get the fuck out of here. We've been here for a long time. We'll see you this Friday for another Am I the Asshole episode. Until then, Wikimaniacs, toodles. Bye.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the
this time it's your boy Sean.